Okay, so today we are going to learn direct hands-on part in SQL. So that is why I told you to install MySQL Workbench. So I hope it's fine for everyone. But if it's not, please, I'm repeating, please let me know if there is any concern after the class or maybe in the class, we can quickly discuss and sort it out. Okay, so first thing, within Tetra training, we can see those are the different database objects. This thing also I have mentioned in the last working day. So there is not only tables, there are several database objects just like views, store procedures, functions. Okay, this one. As of now, there is nothing, so we cannot expand any one of them. We'll be going to create a table today. Then we can see under table, there should be some components available. Okay, so let me just go through my PPTs. If we just go through the PPT, you can see SQL can be segregated. SQL or SQL, the entire language can be segregated into 5 different divisions. That is DDL, DML, DCL, TCL, and DQL. Okay. Today I'll be going to cover DDL and DML. So what DDL do actually? DDL means the language which is responsible for creation of the table, alteration of the table, dropping or truncating of the table. Means anything related to the table structure itself. Not only table, it is also a view, any kind of database objects, creation, alteration, or truncation or delete, dropping the same object. Any kind of this kind of operation is called DDL. The full form of DDL is data definition language. Okay, so let me repeat once more time. DDL is for anything related to anything structural which defines the structure of the database objects. The structure of the table is been done by DDL statements. By the DML, what we can do? We can do data manipulation. It's called data manipulation language. Means when we have the structure ready by the DDL language, we can have an entry to that particular table. It's called DML, data manipulation language. Anything related to data. We can insert the data, we can update the data, we can delete the data. So the records, the rows we are going to insert. So anything with the rows is called DML. Okay, so let's learn these two topic today. It will take maybe I'll be completing the entire topic tomorrow. Let's start the thing today only. Okay, so DDL. I already mentioned the full form of DDL is data definition language, where we can create a table, we can alter a table. When a table is already existed, we can alter the table. Suppose something was wrong with the table, maybe a new column needs to be introduced, or a new columns or existing columns name should be modified. So this kind of operation we can do by alter a table. Truncation of table and drop a table. What is the difference between truncate and drop? We'll be discussing in the class. Let's start creation of a table first. Okay. I'm going to my SQL editor. This is called my MySQL. I already worked. Showed you how to open this, putting our credentials and all. Okay, first of all, let's put our code over here. Create. Okay, I'll be doing one more thing before starting the part. So I can select one of the schema as my default schema. So whatever code I'll be writing over here, that should be imposed only one particular schema. How to do that? I can right click on top of Tetra training. I'm just doing set as default schema. Okay, so whatever code I'll be writing, if I do not mention the schema name inside my code, then by default, the code should be executed under Tetra training schema. Okay, let me put the statement create. So our first thing is we'll be creating a table. So how we can go ahead with the creation of the table? So this is the syntax, creation of a particular table. So the first keyword should be create. It's a keyword. Then the next keyword should be table, create table, a table name. Which table name you want to put the table name. Specifically as of now, try to put the table name within a single word. If you want to use multiple word, put a underscore in between. This is the convention to create a table. Okay, let's put any table name. Suppose employee or student. Student table is fine. Okay, I'm going to create a table. Sorry. Vikas, can you please go on mute, please? Yeah, thanks. So maybe some students are joining late. Please try to join in time. Otherwise, you will be, missing the classes. If there is any stuck point you already missed, you can quickly ask me. Okay. Okay. Create table name. The table which I going to be created. Then put a opening brace and a closing brace. Inside the braces, I'll be going to declare my column names one by one. Okay. So create table name. Let's put which, you are going to create a particular table called student. So while creating the student, what particular column you want, column name you want to mention? Maybe a roll number can be there, or maybe class can be there. Class, roll number, student name. I think that is fine. Okay, let's create with this 3 columns. While creation of a particular table, I need to put all the columns. And while declaring the columns, we need to, let me go to the next slide. Think about the data type. So the column should be consisting some data, but the data should be which kind of data? So that is called data type. Either it can be integer, either that can be floating point, that is called float. The data inside the column can be string or character. The data type of this character data type is called varchar. Or the data type can be a date. It's called date data type. Let me show you. Create table student class. Class means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This kind of class can be there. So this should be integer in nature. Int. Now integer data type, it's a fixed length data type. I do not have to declare the size of integer. It by default it should be 8-bit. Okay, integer and float as well. So the column name and the data type I need to mention over here. Then put a comma. Comma means I'm going to declare my next column. So each of the columns should be separated with a comma. Okay. Then roll number. Roll number is 2 words. So I need to, as I mentioned that table name, column name, those kind of things. As of now, let's try to declare with a single word. If we want to put multiple word, put an underscore in between. Okay. That should be the good convention. Roll number should be always integer in nature. That is int. The data type should be int. And name. Name should be varchar. Means it should be having some characters. Okay. So I'm mentioning varchar data type. While declaring varchar, I need to specify the size. Because for varchar is having large sizes. So let's think to insert a name. Name cannot be more than 20-bit. Let me put over here 20 or let me take 30 for safer side. If I'm going to insert such name in the table whose size is more than 30, then the particular record will not be inserted in the table. It should be throwing an error. I'll be showing this thing later when we'll be learning DMLs and all. So as of now, let's learn this thing. Create table, table name. We have three columns. One is class, one is roll number, and another one is name. Class is integer in nature. That is why class space int. We are putting comma to separate each of the columns. Definition. Class int, comma, roll number int, comma, name, varchar, specifying the size of the particular name column. Okay, this is the last column that is why there is no comma after this name. Let's run this thing. I'm going to select everything. You can select, you cannot as well. There is only single query. You can put a semicolon and the end as well. There will be no issue. It's a good coding standard. Okay, just select everything or put a semicolon. There is only single. So just click on here. This is the execute button. I just executed and you can see in the log, it's successfully, it's a green tick. Means it is successfully created. Create table student has successfully executed. But over here, I cannot see any clue. Let me refresh the database with this button. I refreshed it and I can see there is, this kind of symbol has been appeared. Means there is some tables under tables. Let me just click on there. Yeah, I can expand it and I can see my student table has been created over here. I can expand this one as well. If I just expand it, I can see to declare the student we have this many parameters. Columns, indexes, foreign keys, triggers. So foreign keys, triggers, indexes I'll not be mentioning today. Maybe tomorrow we'll be learning. This is the same foreign keys that we discussed in our day 2 sessions. But how to declare a foreign key within a table, I'll be showing this thing later, not today. Okay, let's focus on columns today only, the basic things of tables. I'm just expanding the columns and I can see class, roll number, and name is there.
Sonata previous same.
Yeah, hi, Vaibhav.
కానీ అది ఓన్లీ
ఆల్మోస్ట్ తర్వాత అంటే మొత్తం 3 ఇయర్స్ ఉంది.
Vaibhav, I think you are not speaking in mute. Kindly please put your mic in mute. Yeah. Thank you. And please join the class in time. Otherwise, you'll be missing it.
ఓకే ఓకే
Yeah. So, what I was saying. So we have three columns over here, class, roll number, name, and I can also visualize this thing over here. Okay. I'm not going to expand it. Let's just click on only student and we can see in the below section, its definition is also mentioned. Table student, this is the columns and the data type as well. So whatever I have declared while creation of the table, the same thing is presented over here in this way. Okay, the table is successfully created. The table's name is student. So how to view a table's data in a tabular format? So to view this thing, we need a DQL statement. Although DQL statement is, it's not scheduled for today's session, but I'll be just going to show you one DQL statement. This is DQL statement, sorry. This is DQL statement. Okay, let me show you one DQL statement, that is select. Select star from table name student. This is another statement. This statement I'm going to execute just to see the tabular structure of the table. Okay, let me just run this query. I'm going to select the query and running it. Okay, so this is the output of the table. You can see the tables, columns are available, but there is no data. Okay, because we did not insert any particular records within it. We just created the table. When we'll be learning DML statements, under DML statements, there are some options to insert the record. There will be going to insert it. As of now, you can see a blank table with having this column, class, roll number, and name. Okay. Okay. Any doubts so far from anyone? How to create a table? We just covered this creation of a table. Any doubt from anyone? Please go on. I mean, if there is any stuck point or anything, because this is very, very basics. We should clear our concept on basics. No issue, Vaibhav. Yeah, as I mentioned, I think the time is, there is some issue with the time. If you are aware with the admin who is scheduling the meeting, uh, if he or she is reachable, kindly tell them to update the time.
ఇద్దరేనండి ఇద్దరు ఒకటి మీటింగ్ కదా
Sorry, Mansa, I didn't get you. Okay. Any stuck point from anyone while understanding the creation? Anyone? It's understandable. Please tell me in the chat if you are in mute, if there is anything, any stuck point or anything, any issue. We're going to understand it, or I can repeat once more time.
Can you just explain one more time about truncate?
Oh, I haven't, covered truncate yet. Okay, I
Okay,
just
sorry.
go ahead with the creation of the table. The first
Yeah,
point.
okay. I'm good with that.
Okay, fine. Okay, so I hope it's clear for everyone. The next thing we'll be going to learn, alter a table. So alter, when we should be using alter? Suppose I already created a particular table in this way, but my requirement is a different one. How can be the different? Okay, so suppose the requirement comes to me, I need to create a new columns called age of the student. Okay, so but the age is not there anymore. I mean, age is not there. I haven't created age while creation of the table. So how to create that column age? I can drop the table or recreate the table with age column. Drop means deleting the entire table from the database. And I can recreate the table again with putting the new column age integer. This is one option. Or we can do one thing. We can use the alter statement. Let me introduce the alter statement. How alter statement looks like. Alter table. Alter is a keyword. Table is a keyword. Which table I need to alter? The table name I need to put student. Alter table, table name. I want to add a new column. Add column. Okay, one important concept or things I want to mention. SQL syntaxes, whatever syntaxes I'm writing over here, it's not case sensitive. It's totally case insensitive. You can see in this statement, I have put alter A as caps. There will be no issue. I can put L in caps as well. TER can be small. There will be no issue. The particular SQL language, it's very, very simple and it should be case insensitive. We can put the keywords or we can put the language in any cases. Okay. Okay. Alter table name. Add. Okay. Do not need to put the column keyword. Add. Which column I want to introduce? Suppose age. Or let me put student age. Student underscore age. Okay, let me put integer. Student age should be integer data type. That is why I'm putting integer. Let me execute it. Yeah, it's successfully executed. Let me just refresh this database and click on here. You can see a new column has been introduced called student age. I can also see the thing by writing the select statement over here. I just executed it and you can see the new column has been introduced that is called student underscore age. Okay. So this is how alter statement work. If the table is already existed, by writing this alter command, we can introduce a new column. Similarly, if we want to drop an existing column, we can also run alter statement. How to drop an existing column? Suppose let me drop class. We do not require class column. So how to do this? Alter table name. This is fine. In this statement, I need to just mention this way. Drop column class. Okay. Alter table name till that part it's a similar one. After that, whatever things you need to do, whatever activity you need to perform, you are going to add it, you are going to drop anything, just mention this thing over here. I just executed. Let me refresh it. And you can see class columns has been removed. Let me also select from here and let me also have a double verification. Select start from student. Let me select the entire. Yes, so I can see class has been removed. Only roll number, name, student age. Okay. I can rename any existing column. Rename column. Suppose student age. I just want to put only age. Rename column. Okay, this is the syntax. Alter table name. I want to rename any existing column. So I'm putting in this way. Rename column student age to age. Let me run this. Yeah, this is successfully executed. Let me refresh it. You can see student age has been modified. Not exactly modified, the name is renamed. Okay, this is how the rename command executed. Alter table name, rename column, the existing column value to the new column value, means new column name. Okay, let me introduce another thing. Okay, let me modify any existing columns, data type or size. Suppose name. Name I have put varchar 30. But maybe someone's name can be more than 30. So let's take the maximum bit size to 50. Okay, how to do that? We can use modify keyword. Modify alter table name, modify column. Which column I want to modify? Name. Name varchar 50. So what new definition I want to introduce with that particular column? I just need to mention it over here. Alter table name, modify column. Column is the keyword, modify is the keyword. Which column I want to introduce, modify, the column I need to specify over here. And the association with that column means the data type and the size I need to mention it over here. Means the modified one. Okay. After modification, which should be my final data type and size, I need to mention it over here. I just executed. Let me refresh it. And we can see name and varchar. The thing has been modified over here. The name column has been modified with, modified means the data type and the size. Data type is fixed actually, but if I want to modify the data type, it can be modified with the same statement itself. Okay. So we learned this thing by alteration statement. By alteration statement, what things we'll just learn? We can add a new column. We can remove a existing column. We can modify any existing columns, data type, size. We can rename any existing column. Okay. So this thing we just learned over here. This is called alteration or alter a particular table. The second thing we just covered over here. Any doubts so far from anyone with the alteration statement? Any issue? Nothing? Okay. Hope it's understandable. But if you are stuck in any phase, please let me know. All good. Yeah. Thanks, Vaibhav. Anyone is having any issue, please tell me over here so that you can have a quick discussion or you can fix it. And I am also suggesting please install the database. Whoever did not install it, please have a quick hands-on top of this so that the things should be understandable. Because at the last introductory session, we found lots of student has the beginner of you are going to begin your IT experience as a data analyst role or data engineering role. So this is very, very basics. When you are learning it, this is very, very basics thing. And SQL is the most important thing you need to learn. So as we are learning from very beginning, please go through this topic quickly and please try the same thing at your side, at your own system, like creating a particular table, altering a table. Okay. Truncate a table, I'll truncate and drop, I'll be quickly showing it. Before that, I want to quickly cover DML statement. Okay. So our table is there. Our table is there. My table is having 3 columns. Let me quickly show you. The 3 column name is roll number, name, age. Okay. Now I'm going to insert some data within the table. That should be covered by DML languages. Within SQL, it's called DML. It's called data manipulation language. Means the table structure is fixed. We are not going to modify anything in the table structure. We're just going to insert record by insertion. Okay. So what is the insert statement? Let me show you. So this is for DML. This is for DML statements. First thing I'll be going to learn insert. So insert into, this is insert is a keyword, into is a keyword. Now in particular, which table you want to insert, mention the table name. Insert into table name, values. You can put values means the data values of the table. So the first value should be for roll number. The value should be mentioned within this opening and closing braces with a comma separator. Okay. There are 3 columns, so I'll be going to mention 3 different values for each of the column with a comma separator. Suppose roll number is 1, comma, let's name is Ankit. Okay, if the data is a varchar in nature, then we need to enclose the data within a single quote. If the data is integer float, then there is no necessary rules to put the quote, but you can put the quote at that time as well. Generally, people do not put quote while declaring integer float data type over here. But if it is a varchar one, then definitely they need to enclose it within a quote. So name is a varchar data type, you can see, means the data should be string in nature. So I'm putting opening quote and closing quote. Within that, let's mention the particular name. Suppose the name, I'm just going to put Amit Sarkar. Okay. So 1 is the roll number. This is the name and the age. Let me put the age 12. Okay. Let me run this. Means 1 is representing roll number, Amit Sarkar is representing name, and 12 is age. Age is also integer, so this is the integer data type. We are not enclosing it with a code. Let me run this query. I just successfully ran it. Let me. I cannot see anything over here now because the data related information it will not be showing over here. Only the DDL related information can be visible. Means the structure of the table can be visible over here. Okay, so there you can see there is no change. I have inserted one record. So how to check the record? I can just run the same select query for the visualization of the data too. Okay, I just executed and you can see the new record. What I just executed here, it's successfully inserted. Okay. So roll number 1, Amit Sarkar, age 12. I can introduce another record over here in the same SQL statement. I'm going to modify something. Suppose roll number 2. Let me put some name over here. Priyanka. Okay, Kumari. Okay. Her age can be 12. Okay, no issue. So let me run this. Okay, I successfully executed it. Let me run the select query once more time just to verify whether the table is having data or not. Yes. So the new records is also inserted. Okay. So this is how we can insert the record one by one. Let me insert another record. Roll number 3. Any name? Ankit. Okay, let me put Ankit. Let me put his age as 13. Okay. I'm going to run the same statement, but just change the value. Okay. Let me run the select query once more time. Yes, you can see in the same table, the third row has been successfully inserted. That is roll number 3, Ankit Tiwari. His age is 13. Okay, so this is how insert statement works. We can able to insert data within a table. Okay, but be careful with the data type. Suppose you are going to insert. Okay, let me show you some example. While putting the values, then we are not specifying any column names. There is another way of representation of insert command. We can also mention the column names over here within a bracket. If we do not mention any column name, we need to put in proper order, which column has been declared in the table first, that value should be represented at the beginning. Okay. Suppose the first field is integer. Its roll number, it's integer. We did not follow the data type. Even we do not know it's named as roll number integer. Suppose I just put ABC within putting a quote over here as this is a varchar. Okay. Going to put the second field with some name. Okay. So suppose Ria. Suppose the age can be, I'm putting any integer value 14. Okay. Let me run this query. It's throwing an error. You can see this is a log message having red cross, means whatever I just executed at the last statement, it's throwing an error. What is the error? You can see the error code is mentioned over here. This is the particular statement what I ran, means the SQL statement, SQL query. And the error code is here. Incorrect integer value ABC. As I mentioned, roll number is integer in nature. So values, the first field should be always roll number. Now roll number is integer data type. But while inserting the data, I'm going to put some varchar data type. That is why the particular command throw the error. It's not able to insert that particular record because I'm violating the rule of this table. Okay. Let me just check the statements once more time. Yes, you can see this should be integer because the first column is integer. Okay. So I can modify it properly. Suppose 4. Let me execute it. Yes, it's successfully executed without any error message. Let me run the student table once more time. And you can see my 4th row has been successfully inserted now. This is how the data can be inserted within a table. And DML is responsible for that. My first keyword in DML, it's insert statement by which we have successfully inserted the record. Now my next thing should be update. Okay. After inserting the record, suppose something needs to be modified with an existing record. If this is the scenario, similar kind of things as alter statement. Anything related to table structure needs to be modified. Then we used alter statement. Now anything required to update the existing record, existing data itself, then we will be going to update the data. How to do that? We need to use update statement, update table name is student, set is a keyword of the student, set. Suppose let me update something. Okay, the particular, this record, I have put wrong age over here. For Ria, the age should be 12 as well. Okay, so while having a data entry over here, maybe while collecting the information, Ria put wrong information at that time. Now Ria raise a question. That should be 12. So I need to update that value. How to update it? Update student, set age equal 12. If I just execute that statement, all of the students' age should be modified to 12. So I need to specify which particular row's age should be modified. So I need to also specify this row and this age. So I just mentioned set age equal 12. Now I need to specify which row with a where clause. Where roll number equal 4. Okay. So the statement I just wrote, update student set column name equal the modified one, where roll number equal 4. Just I'm specifying this particular record. Okay. Let me run this. Let me select the statement. I just ran it. It's successfully executed. Let me run the DDL to validate whether the data has been modified or not. Yes, for Ria earlier it was 14. Now it has successfully updated to 12. This is how the update statements is working over here. Updating existing record. Okay, I can change any record, not only age. You can change name, any modification with the name, you can modify it over here. Just you need to mention set name equal as name is a varchar. While putting the value of name, please enclose the name with a quotation, single quote, because as I mentioned that if any data which is varchar in nature, you are going to mention it in the SQL query, please wrap it within a single quote. Otherwise, it will be throwing an error. For integer float data type, no need to put any quote. Okay, today we are not learning date data type. Maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow, I'll be introducing date data type. That time, I'll be also showing the same thing. While writing any date data type, you also need to enclose it within a quote. Okay. So this is how update statement is working. I just updated successfully with the age value over here. Now the next statement is deletion. You want to delete an existing record from here. So you need to run delete delete keyword delete delete from is a keyword. Okay, delete is a keyword, from is a keyword. Delete from student. Okay, if you just execute this statement, it will delete all the records. Okay, that is why you need to specify which record I want to delete, just like this one, or you can simply copy paste this thing, this portion, where roll number equal 4 means I can filter which particular row I want to select over here with a where clause. So where roll number equal 4, I'm just filtering it over here. That is why only this record should be deleted. So which record you want to delete, just mention this thing by this one. It can be roll number. You can specify the column. You can call the entire row with a particular column name. Just like roll number equal 4. You can see roll number equal 4 means only this one. You can also call this thing just like a name. Name equal suppose Ria. Okay. But if you put age equal 12, then it will delete all three statements. I mean 3 row. Because age is repeated in nature in the particular data set. So if you just put where age equal 12, then it will not only delete this one, it will also delete this record, first, second record and first record as well. Because three of the students, their age are similar, that is 12. Only one particular student's age is different, that is 13. Okay. Hope there is no doubt. If there is any, please tell me. Any doubt from anyone so far? Are you understanding it properly? Please tell me if it's clear. Okay, okay. Yeah, thanks, Vaibhav. Okay, so let me execute the delete statement and check the select statements once more time. Yeah, delete statement has successfully executed. Let me run the select query. You can see the fourth record has been deleted. I put where name equal Ria. The record consisting the name with Ria has been successfully deleted. This is how delete works. Okay, thanks, Roshni. Yeah. Okay, so we just learned 3 different statements in DML. How to insert record within a table, how to update existing record within a table, how to delete existing record within a table. We just completed this thing. Okay. Similarly, now moving to DDL once more time. So in DDL, we have learned creation of a table, alteration of table. But truncate and drop I haven't covered, because if I drop the table will not be existing anymore. So I will not be going to introduce the DML statements today. So that is why I haven't showed you truncate and drop statement today. Okay, I mean, sorry, not today actually, that time. So now I'm going to cover truncate and drop, because we just learned or covered DML statements. So we can freely execute truncate and drop one by one. There is a difference between truncate and drop. That is why those are different steps. Truncate means we can delete all the records at a single go. Okay, but the table should be existed in the database. Table should be there without any records. Truncate is a DDL statement. So I'm putting it over here. What is the command? Truncate table name. Okay. Truncate table name. Truncate keyword, what it will do? Let me repeat once more time. It will truncate all the records from the table. It will delete all the records from the table at a single go. Okay, immediately. But it will not hamper anything related to table structure. Table should be residing in the database without any issue, but it will delete all the records. I'm going to execute the command. The command has successfully executed. Let me run this command once more time. Select start from student just to visualize the data of the table. I ran it. You can see all of our records which we inserted during DML statement execution. All those records got deleted. Okay, so this is truncate statements functionality. But if we want to drop the entire table structure, I want to delete the entire table structure from the database schemas, then we need to specify drop statement. Drop table name. Okay. So instead of truncate, I'm putting drop statement. Let me execute this thing. It successfully dropped. Let me refresh. You can see within table tabs, there is no table available now because we drop our only solo table. Can I have a quick select query? Let me check what happens if we run this query. We received an error message. What is the error message saying? Table, this is the schema name. Tetra underscore training is a schema name. Dot student means the student table doesn't exist inside Tetra training schema. So that is why while selecting the data, we are doing this execution over here. Select star from student. So while selecting the table, it's showing the error. Okay. So this is how, okay, we just covered all the topics in DDL. DDL is creation of the table. We just covered this thing at the beginning. Then if anything needs to be modified with alter, we can go ahead with the alter statement. Then truncate means if we want to delete all the records as a single go, then we can proceed with truncate statement. If we want to drop the entire table from the database, it's no longer required for our any purpose, then we can delete the entire table by executing the drop statement. Okay, so this is how DDL works. You do not run everything at a single go based on your project requirements. Which thing is required at what time? You just need to recall the statements, which things are required for which, for satisfying any particular criteria. You need to follow that thing only. Okay. Okay. In this slide, we covered data type, column length. I haven't covered constraint. Constraint is very, very important topic. I'll be going to, show this thing in tomorrow's session. Constraint, while declaring any kind of column, means while defining any DDL statements, there we are declaring the column names, their data type, their size. Size means the column length. We declare that thing. There can be another option to impose some constraint over there, which we can declare during the creation of the database. So that thing will be going to cover in tomorrow's session. We can see those are the constraints. We'll be going to impose those kind of constraint in the table, and we can show how the data should be affecting with that one in tomorrow's session. Okay. So tomorrow's special things, we'll be focusing it should be only top of constraint only. Constraint and the data. Okay. After that, we learn today DML statements, means when our table structure is ready, how to insert records within it with insertion, how to update any existing record that should be done by update statement, how to delete any existing record that should be doable by delete statement. Okay. So all of the three, we already learned it. If there is any doubt from your side, please tell me. Is it fine? Or you want me to repeat anything it's not clear for you? We'll be going to close the topic for today. Tomorrow will be starting again the leftover part for the DDL. But till that time, whoever is quite new, please try all those steps at your side. I'm assuming that you successfully installed that software, MySQL, at your system. So please go ahead with that one. It should hardly take 5 to 10 minutes for all the codes to be quickly executed at your side. Just check and execute and check the result as well. Okay. So any issue, any stuck point so far from anyone? If no, then we'll be closing the session. Nothing? No issue? Okay, great. So let's connect tomorrow with just quickly, having the topic on top of constraint and the other parts which are left for DDL and DML statements that we are going to be learned in tomorrow's session. It's clear. Where can we get the recording? Okay, recording stuffs. As I mentioned, I'll be handing over this recording is to one of the Tetra admin team member. I'm not sure with his name, and he should be uploading the same recording. In a YouTube link, and I'll be requesting the particular person to post that link into the WhatsApp group. Okay. Yeah, it will be in YouTube. If anyone is having handy with that link, please post the link in the WhatsApp group. If it is not handy, please ask. You can also ask the question. There are lots of admin members available in the group, so you can ask the question with the updated link. They will be helping you with the link. Okay, and please try this thing at your side so that you should be also having confidence while developing the code. Yeah, thanks Kirtana. But please quickly check whether the link is having updated, because the previous sessions are also going to be uploaded in this link. So whether this session's recordings are getting uploaded or whether it's a previous session's recording, Please check it once quickly. Okay, so thanks everyone. Thank you. Let's connect tomorrow with having. If there is any doubts on top of DDL, DML, we'll be going to cover that. Apart from that, whatever leftover parts are remained, I mean, I will be quickly checking that thing tomorrow session. Thanks everyone. Thank you. Bye bye.